Hey cruise fans, and welcome back to Ray and Sue's travel channel. We're on the beautiful Celebrity Reflection and we're in Naples today. In this video we're going to share with you our DIY trip from Naples to Sorrento. We're going to be using the train to get to Sorrento and the hydrofoil back to Naples. Enjoy! Okay, so here's the views that we've all been waiting for. The cliffs down to the small beach area and a little seafront with lovely little swimming areas, and in the bay a fantastic looking sail ship. Looks like a cruise ship with sails. How wonderful is that? It's an absolute fantastic view and an absolutely superb part of the Amalfi Coast. So good morning cruise fans, and here we are at Naples cruise port, and I just wanted to show you now the exit to the port itself. Here it is now, and you go through there, and we're actually going to go up to the subway in the town and get a subway train to the nearest train station, which is Garibaldi, and from there we will undertake a train ride to Sorrento. So stay tuned. And this is Garibaldi station, and we're going to be getting the train now. Very simple, very easy to do, to Sorrento via Pompeii. Stay tuned. So welcome back to the channel everyone, and here we are at Sorrento, and we've just come out of the side entrance, and here we are after about a 45-minute trip. Okay, so here we are in Sorrento, and just in one of the little back streets there, and we thought we would just share a little idea of what it's like, and a lovely avenue of tobacco shops, and this one here is a limoncello store and fresh produce and souvenirs of all that you could imagine. How lovely is that? And an absolutely fantastically designed and decorated store. And a beautiful display of limoncello and a variety of other alcoholic drinks. And the streets are busy with fresh produce sellers, giant size Amalfi and Sicilian lemons, and a really popular store here of fresh squeezed oranges and lemons in a frozen drink. And Sue's favourite type of store, a chocolate store. And one of the walking tours at Sorrento is coming through, and walking down a lovely little avenue of shops and bars and cafes and limoncello stores and fresh cold drink stores. It's really lovely here, and a few upscale restaurants and a beautiful setting, a forested area at the bottom of the hill. How lovely is that? And of course cold drinks, and bars, restaurants and souvenirs. And a gluten-free restaurant for those gluten intolerant. So it's the grounds of the Imperial Hotel Tramontane, and a fantastic little outlook. And hotel. And this is the way down to the lift that will take us down to the little port where we can catch the hydrofoil back to Naples. And the walking tour and a celebration of the artists in Sorrento. And as we walk into the little park, we can see a fantastic outlook across the sea at the top of the cliff, and where you can catch the lift to the bottom. And again, a beautiful tree-lined square and a fantastic little cafe in a simply stunning setting. And somebody appears to have my yacht, and they've borrowed it, and I didn't give them permission, so I'm going to have a word. How lovely is that? Okay, so here's the views that we've all been waiting for. The cliffs down to the small beach area, and a little seafront with lovely little swimming areas, and in the bay a fantastic looking sail ship. Looks like a cruise ship with sails. How wonderful is that? It's an absolute fantastic view and an absolutely superb part of the Amalfi Coast. And we've got Susie here. Are you enjoying Sorrento, Susie? You are. And she's got a nice cold drink. And there's a bit of noise in the background here, but I'm sure you'll appreciate that it is Italy. And the scan of the coast. And the Amalfi coastline. So we're actually going to take the walk down the cliffside. A zigzag arrangement with some absolutely stunning views. And as we look over the edge, it's just so picturesque. I'm almost speechless. We've come down from the top of the hill. You saw some shots of that, and here are some shots looking up. What an absolutely fantastic coastline. And the Amalfi Coast is just astoundingly beautiful. It's really lovely. Beautiful outlook, fantastic buildings perched on top of the cliffs, and just an amazing place. I can't speak highly enough of Sorrento. And in case you were wondering, you can get the hydrofoil back to Napoli from Sorrento. You can book them through all of the major transport providers, and you can see Susie down there in the hat, and she's just queuing up now to get the 2 o'clock sailing back to Napoli. So it's €15. It's a great ride. It's 45 minutes long, and you get a ride out to sea, and you get to enjoy a lot more of this stunning coastline while you're here. I hope that helps. And a lovely approach road to the bottom of the port, and cafes and restaurants. And here in the little port you can also see a few cafes and restaurants, and then the individual hydrofoils come in to the various terminals. So here is Terminal 9 and Terminal 8, and as you go further down, then more terminals exist. And again, a lovely sea breeze and an absolutely exquisite coastline. And I hope the wind doesn't spoil the audio too much, but if you can see over here on the left hand side, there is a beach area and also some creative use of the sea barriers by placing boardwalks on top of them. And those little beaches that are there, you pay 23 or 25 euros per person to have the use of those beaches. And of course there are cafes and bars alongside them. And then as Susie approaches, we can take a look now at ground level of the various terminals, and some beautifully laid out lawns and flower beds, making the overall experience of the Amalfi Coast, and particularly Sorrento, a magical one, with the mountains in the distance and sail yachts out in the bay. What more could you ask for? And a beautiful set of gardens, and of course the hotels on the top of the cliffs, and also right here in front is a beautiful marina and some exquisite speedboats and yachts, and all in all a very pretty and picturesque place to be. So we hope you're enjoying this sort of content. This of course is the Sorrento port tour, but there are lots and lots of other videos on the channel. Please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. It's through your subscription, which is free, that we can continue to bring you information, tips and tricks and beautiful content like this. So go ahead. Thanks in advance. And a lovely marina, and the sky is blue and the sea is azure, and it's overall just a lovely place. How good is that? And in the port itself you'll see a variety of different boats and hydrofoils that will take you to Capri and will take you back to Naples. We're going to be on Jet at 2 o'clock, which will get us back to Napoli for 2:45. So I just wanted to share with you another fleeting glance at the Amalfi Coast and the beautiful cliff sides in Sorrento. And this is the drive on drive off ferry, and something a little more interesting is the rest of the Sorrento coast, and also a fantastic sailing cruise ship. How beautiful is that? Anchored out in the bay in Sorrento, no doubt with clients and customers thoroughly enjoying outstanding service and a great cruise. So welcome back everybody, and here we are back in the port in Naples, and we've just got off the Jet, which is the hydrofoil from Sorrento, and we're just a little way now away from the cruise ship, and it was a 45-minute trip and really easy, really convenient, air conditioned and comfortable. So I hope that helps give you a few ideas about travel connections and help you navigate you around Naples and Sorrento. And we're just leaving the hydrofoil port, and Marella Discovery is in the port now, and over the way is Celebrity Reflection. And so we're back in the port, and that's where you buy your tickets, and there's a bit of an arrival area here, and it's a short walk to the entrance to the cruise port. Yeah. And so we've made good time today. We've got off the hydrofoil from Sorrento, and now we're arriving back in the cruise terminal, the building to the right of Celebrity Reflection, and we'll go through the usual customs and checks, and then we'll be back on board. Okay, so that's the port entrance and the terminal building. We can see in front of us the beige building, and we'll go through there now, go through the security checks and get on the beautiful Celebrity Reflection. So there you go, that's Naples to Sorrento and back in a day. And so as we get back into the terminal building, there's a bit of a souvenir store and a very convenient escalator up to the main port floor on floor 1. And in the esplanade there are a few shops and duty-free goods available, and a very lovely open air-conditioned area. It's quite a nice arrival terminal actually, with some very pleasant art, decoration and stores. And so here we are, we're back in the port for Naples. We can see a lovely shot now of celebrity reflection. We're just about to get back on board, but I thought I would give you just a nice pan shot of the ship before we get back on board. How lovely is she? If you like this video, why not check out our channel, Ray and Sue's Travel Channel, where you'll find a raft of other cruise videos covering the Far East, the Middle East, the Mediterranean and the Caribbean and Mexico. So please leave us any comments that you'd like, and consider liking and subscribing to our channel. It's through your subscription that this channel can grow. Thanks for listening, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.